Up to now in this sequence of lessons about extreme articulation, we've been doing something that actually refers back to the fundamentals, where we were using the isolation technique, that is working either only with pitch or only with rhythm. And you've noticed we've been working only with rhythm as we explore these different methods of articulation. For this tutorial, we'll use these two fingers in what, for lack of a better term, I call the precision fan. Very, very small, minimal movement that lets your fingers pass through the threshold to articulate notes. Now, rather than being concerned with rhythm, we'll work just with a steady back and forth movement and actually bring back something that we were working with in lesson 45. And that is the ability to fight your reflex to define pitches by stopping along the continuum, and instead use your pitch hand moving slowly back and forth in one unbroken movement. This is how you train your volume hand to be assured that you can hit pitches without having to stop along that continuum. We're going to use that technique because we're going to work with scales, which are in general very close together intervals, and the time it takes to move rapidly requires that you be able to move smoothly. So all of these lessons from earlier are now really coming back to help. The first we're going to do is use just a simple major scale. We'll work at a moderate speed first. Now be sure to record yourself. Record it so you can hear how you sound. Record every one of these. It's a very brief tutorial, but it can take quite a lot of time before you can get proficient at making sure those notes are sounding. So you find any beginning pitch that you would like, somewhat low, because I'd like you to move as close to the antenna as you can as you go up the scale. Pick any note, find your threshold, find the maximum place for you, where you're getting good, clean articulation between notes. There's where it is for me today. And we do a moderately paced major scale. I'll do it first, then please pause the video and do it for yourself a couple of times, then come back. Here we go. Did you notice the hand moves smoothly towards the pitch rod without stopping? Now please pause the video, then come back. And now that you're back, something a little bit more challenging is to descend in that same scale. Try it for yourself and you'll see that moving through those pitches, your muscle memory can get a little bit more confused. Find that ending note, mine was here, and descend. It is more difficult. Chances are you'll never actually be doing this when you play a song, but it is absolutely fantastic for working with the precision fan and really getting the hang of this. Now try ascending in the scale again much more rapidly. Try that. Pause the video. Descend and then ascend faster. Then come back. Finally, in this tutorial, I told you it was going to be short. I'd like you to work in a chromatic scale. That is, instead of whole steps of a major scale, you include every half step as well. We'll work at a moderate speed. Find your starting note wherever it is. I'll just use the same one I've been using. When I say half steps, I'll do it in slow motion. It sounds like this. And so on. But we're going to do it without stopping at a moderate speed. Pause the DVD, try that, then come on back. Now, just as we did before, let's try descending in half steps all the way back down to the lower note. Little shaky. It is more challenging on the descent. Pause the video and try that. Then come on back for a final statement. Here you are, back again. Work on these. Listen to yourself. Listen to whether you're hitting the notes. And listen to how you do as you increase speed. For example, the chromatic descent, only much faster. Try them all. Try them for about 15 minutes and then move on to the next tutorial where we will work with segments of actual melody.